lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On second down now. It's Elliott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Golston. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, They'll call the timeout. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Fournette on the counter. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Alex Campa. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 72 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And nowhere there to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
A handoff to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 31, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. picked up by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down and 4, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
And go rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 out.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schultz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Foreman will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 215 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. But look at this. Brady, option right. He pitches it out. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Brady going to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. One last shot now for Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tampa Bay, they begin their Super Bowl defense with a victory here in the Thursday night opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles